I still stand by my first statement. That shot was ugly, but Black Power. Welcome back to Redacts Show. I'm your host, Wafiq, or Feek with my co-host, my other host.
It's your co-host Day to Day in the building. Guys, I just got back from work. It is 9. No. It is
9 here.
7:04 p.m. I didn't just get back. I had to stop at the store, but I got off work basically around 6 o'clock. I'm tired, but got to do this.
That's too damn bad.
But that being said, appreciate y'all for rock with us. I know some of y'all are tired. Maybe if y'all watching this at night, or if you're watching this in the morning, or if you're watching it during the day, midday, you shouldn't be tired because you're wide awake. Your day should be already started. But appreciate y'all for starting your day with us at the Redacts Show studio. Make sure y'all go like, share, comment, subscribe, rate us a 5-star. Making sure, again, road to 100 subscribers. We are at episode 94, road to 100 everything. So make sure you guys are doing that. And with that being said, before we also get into the topic, also remind you guys, we're making sure to engage in all the TikToks, all the Reels, all the short form content we're putting out there. We really do appreciate all the engagement we're getting back. But we do want to see that translate to subscribers. So make sure y'all go get into that YouTube column at The Redacts Show and give us a sub. But with that being said,
shout out to Black History.
Good media. Huh?
I said shout out to Black History.
Yes. Shout out to Black History. Shout out to Black Greatness. There's been some Black Greatness going on. We got Beyonce winning Album of the Year and first in a country Album of the Year. The first Black woman or just Black person in general?
I think both. I could be wrong, but I think it's both.
Definitely the first Black woman. It was a Black person. It had to be a Black man. But first Black woman to win Country Album of the Year, and she finally has her Album of the Year down with the thems. Hashtag that community. But we had that. We got the Sinners official trailer that came out. Man, we got Jonathan Majors, his magazine. What is that movie? Magazine Days or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That trailer come out. That looks like some peak cinema. I'm glad it looks like we're actually starting to get creative cinema back. Like Sinners. This is obviously there. I'm not saying there haven't been movies on vampires, but this is definitely like a different take of vampires in a different city. You got them in the South. It seems like it's just Michael B. Jordan and his twin brother running like a night. They look like back in the day party promoters. They're like, hey, we got this party. Y'all go pull up. And shit just hit the crazy. Fan.
And I don't know if you saw Ryan Coogler. He said vampires aren't going to be the only like monsters in there, apparently. So I'm interested to see what else they throw in this movie.
Yeah, same. And then, do you feel they revealed too much in this trailer?
See, that's where I was going to ask you
in the comments.
I felt like they showed enough, but where they did show too much was showing what's her name? Haley's character being a vampire too. If they didn't show that, I would say they didn't show too much, but they showed that. I said, damn, you should have left that one in the tuck.
Yeah, I feel like I can agree with that. And I personally feel it showed a little too much when like at the end they showed the brother, like obviously it's Michael B. Jordan, but the brother turned into a vampire. I mean, we kind of knew that when they
I didn't even see that. What the fuck? I didn't even see that shit.
It was at the end. Remember when he was like, well,
I must have cut it off.
I don't know, because remember he came back to the door. and she was like, "That's not your brother."
Oh shit!
You don't remember hearing that?
You just spoiled this shit for me.
It's in the trailer. I guess it ain't spoiler technically, but yeah, I'm like,
you know
why
what?
would
I do remember them saying it, but in my mind, it may have just been a moment of ignorance. But in my mind, when she said, I said, "Oh, she just talking about another black person." That's your brother. I said, "Oh, we doing that?" I said, "Okay."
Yeah, well, I interpret it as the brother's at the door, but they can all sense like something is different about him.
Okay. Well,
because he was with old girl. Also, I know. What's his name?
Shameik.
I know Shameik Moore is kicking dirt right now. He is peeling his eyeballs out his face right now. Dude, that scene, ooh.
Hey, that scene, she had that nigga neck. She had that nigga neck bent. I said, ooh. I said, Shameik crying in the club right now.
Crying. Oh my gosh, weirdo.
But yeah, that looks good. Like you said, it is called Magazine Dreams. That looks really good. I saw that trailer.
One thing, you hate him or love him, that man Jonathan Majors, that nigga can act his ass off.
If he need to show some emotion,
I have to say about him, he is a great actor, and this movie is gonna prove that. Now, I personally feel like there's still going to be that stain of, him messing with said individual in a certain ethnicity group. Honestly, because of that. But I don't know. I mean,
I think it's kind of gone now. I won't say it's completely gone, but I feel like at least from the small things I've seen with people reacting on Twitter and like other social media. Granted, social media, like we always say, isn't everybody. It's a small percentage, but just from people. Yeah,
I was saying just an echo chamber most of the time.
Yeah, but like from what I've seen with reactions, a lot of people are saying like, "Hey, it's motherfucker back," and a lot of people been saying like, "Hey,
I think he is.
We watching,
but at the same time, like, I don't know, but reportedly he got people knocking at his door.
I was gonna say Michael B. Jordan reposted him, so he got to be somewhat back now. If a general public person is reposting his stuff now.
You know what? You say that just maybe bring up the point about like Michael B. Jordan's Sinners movie. That movie, and I said this when the teaser came out. It just even more so when the full trailer came out, just kind of cemented that this movie had Jonathan Majors written all over it.
I'm telling you, they were supposed to be fraternal twins, bro. You 100% know they were supposed to be fraternal twins.
That was supposed in that to movie. To him in that movie, he knows it. They may never say that until after the movie's out and all the water's under the bridge. But we know there's no way you can tell me otherwise. It's just probably when they started filming that whole shenanigans was going on. And it was like,
yeah, we got to dead it. But like you said, it is some people coming into his door. So,
which we will get into that right now. Now that we're talking about it. So it is reported that Marvel Studios has talked to Jonathan Majors and is basically trying to get him back on board as either Kang or just like back in the MCU, whether that's Kang, whether that's someone else, whether that's whatever, Iron Man, I don't know. But I think the main reporting is like bringing back Kang and like just having him back in the MCU. Me personally, and I said this in the chat to y'all, and I strongly believe this, if I'm Jonathan Majors, respectfully, Marvel can kiss my black ass. Fuck y'all. Y'all were so quick to can me as soon as the verdict came out. Now y'all niggas back in my dough. No, I'm not doing it. Not gonna be able to do it. How much money? What Kendrick say? It's not enough.
It's not enough. 200 million. Yes, not enough.
Not enough. No. Unless y'all You about to say, unless they're paying like for the whole court cases, all them lawyers, and then some. No, it's a
Not even
no.
that. It's really just if I'm gonna be here outside of one movie.
That too. Well, my thing is,
Because where are they about to use them? Because look, you got Doom's why am I going to like Doomsday, whatever. You got that Avengers movie, then you got Secret Wars. You ain't using Kang. You already decided you're not using Kang anymore.
and the only way you do is if in Doomsday you show pretty much the whole Kang Council getting annihilated by Doctor Doom.
Yeah. It's only two ways. It's only two ways you can spin it, and each way has one of these villains getting deleted forever. You either have Doom die to Kang or Kang die to Doom. Regardless, one of these motherfuckers dying.
Yeah,
Marvel, we already know Marvel for the most part does not reuse villains.
No.
I think for the few that they have now, I know they're gonna reuse Galactus.
Do we know that though? Like,
they're gonna have to
know that,
but
for sure.
When I say that, I mean like they gonna bring, even if it's not the Fantastic Four universe's Galactus, they gonna have another one. They're gonna have to. Doctor Doom, they killing Robert Downey Jr. because they already said, I forgot, reportedly, so I'm gonna say this with a grain of salt. Reportedly, his Doom is not making it past. I think they said either Doomsday or Secret Wars. So,
what if? Then this isn't reported. This is us just theorizing. What if they bring back Jonathan Majors as the MCU version of Doom, or like they make him the new Doom / all for one / all encompassing? Now, personally, I don't like that, and personally, I'm just like, again, I'm still on the mindset of Jonathan Majors. If Marvel comes to you with any sort of thing like, we want you back, first of all, they need that to come with that money, and they need to issue a public apology.
Yeah, they never apologize.
And the mouse is not apologizing for shit.
Boy, hell will freeze over before Disney is submitting an apology to anybody. They could do Robert Downey Jr. wrong right now, and they won't issue an apology. Yeah. So, honestly,
what character? Okay, so let's because we and you kind of believe if he were to come back, I don't think he's coming back as Kang, but let's say he comes back as a different, like a brand new character that hasn't been introduced in the MCU yet. Who do you think that character could be? My instant reaction or instant, I guess, thinking goes to like Blue Marvel or something.
I was
like
about
that.
to say that's the only Blue Marvel comes to mind. If it's Wolverine. Like it had to be a big cat. Hey, I'm getting off the show right now. I hope y'all have a good night.
Oh my god!
But it'd have to be what's a big character? Blue Marvel,
Bishop.
But they not doing X-Men until like 2027.
Yeah,
he could do Bishop. He'd be good, but
Beast.
Ew, not Beast.
That'd be ugly.
Nah, he can act better than Beast.
Yeah.
Fucking Cable. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Kang is the casting, and it sucks that they changed so much in Quantumania where it just fell flat at the end, because they should have kept in the original stuff where somebody died.
Yeah,
that would have, honestly, if they kept that in, that movie would have, one, did a lot better, and two, I think even with that case, I think they would have said, we don't care. I think in that instance, Disney would have said,
I don't know about like you don't care. I still think they would have went in, just got rid of him. But then that would have led them to recast because they know like Kane is a wanted, like people want to see the villain now. I think after Ant-Man Quantumania, everyone's like, get him off the screen. He's getting beat by ants. I don't care who you cast at this point. I don't care if you bring back Josh Brolin just to play him. I don't care if you made Kane the Conqueror Robert Downey Jr. You already made him lose to ants. I don't want to see that.
I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have recast him. I think they would have let it sit for a little bit. Then they would have issued an apology on his behalf. Mm-hmm. Then they would have waited a little bit more. Then they would have said, "All right, we good. Keep the tape rolling." I think they would have did that.
Yeah.
Because, and in all honesty, it's not even the fact he lost to ants. It's the fact that he lost so easily. Because even in Avengers: Earth Mightiest Heroes, in one of the episodes when they was fighting Kane, he lost to some cockroaches. But all building up to that point, he was whooping them motherfuckers the whole episodes. So that was like a last resort. And then they was like, well, cockroaches can survive anything. That's what Hank Pym said. So that was like the difference. It was like, all right, it's a build up and everything. But this one, it was like he wasn't really whooping nobody. He was already kind of getting beat up a little bit. And then the ants just swarmed him. And it was like, all right, bro, what are we doing? So,
yeah.
Interesting times.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what happened when you're the power of making good, huh? Making good changed his life. That's what happens when you're with black women. That's what they do to you. They change your life. Life changing. Man was messing with other people, was about to be incarcerated. He actually was incarcerated. Dude had to serve some time. Now he turned a whole 180. You know what changed? His partner, his real Coretta.
That nigga was dressing like Jim Crow, bro. I still don't know that. Oh man, shout out Jonathan Majors. I guess he can act outside of all the other stuff. But I guess moving on.
Staying in the Marvel realm. So there was a show that came out at the time of this recording 2 weeks ago, and it is one of Marvel's biggest money-making IPs ever made and ever will make. Spider-Man. There's a new Spider-Man show, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are not aware and don't have Disney Plus. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. The show starring a freshman year Peter Parker, which is not taking place in the MCU, but after these last few years, it's pretty much MCU adjacent. So there's some similarities, but obviously some differences because they actually have, like the Avengers, but they also have real, like, lived in Spider-Man villains. They have a Norman Osborn. They do have an Iron Man, but this is not the Iron Man that is mentoring this Peter Parker. It is Norman.
Yeah. This is like Earth 617. It is damn near to a T like the main MCU, but there's slight differences.
And they do have some references and also characters from other Marvel comics like Nico from the Runaways. We do see a younger Lonnie Lincoln who does end up becoming Tombstone, who does get the nickname during the season, which we'll kind of get into. We haven't seen Mary Jane yet. I'm interested to see if they ever reference or show her. Or maybe that could be like a next season person, because it seems like they're setting up Nico to at least have some sort of like love interest in Peter, but Peter just doesn't see that yet.
I was gonna say I don't think it's set up. It's there. He's just oblivious. Yeah. She be saying it to his face. It was that
he's like, I just you should be. He was like, you're not making time for us when she was trying to say me, or something like that.
It was, she's there.
Yeah, but Feek, how have you liked this show so far? Particularly speaking to the animation
Hey
and the
man,
story.
hey man, I'll say this.
Five
It's
episodes in.
it's like I think we said it perfectly on our last episode. We showed that little shot they did, that first shot. That shot, I still stand by my first statement. That shot was ugly. But it was only that shot. Once you watch the show, this show amazing. I won't lie. This show gas. The writing is good, the dialogue is good. Um the animation is good. I don't boy, after that one still shot of that first time, I was skeptical. I won't lie, I was a skeptical person, but I did say I think it's only in that shot. And once I watched the show, I said, "Oh, this animation great." To me, the animation is perfect with the style they're doing, which, like you said, Dana, is comic book style 3D art. You could say it's comic
Yes.
book pages, even though, granted, it's a comic book show. It's 3D art we're seeing animated. So I like the twist they're doing. So I say I only have good praise for it, and the action is good too.
And one thing to kind of bow wrap everything you said, I love how they're being true to the nature of Spider-Man's character, where he is a kid just trying to juggle all these different things at the end of the day, and he just can't, which is why he's so the most relatable character in
Hmm.
comic book media. You like Superman, everyone wants to be Superman, but you're not gonna relate to an alien with every power. And with
Exactly.
Batman, you're not
We
gonna
ain't
relate
rich.
to a billionaire.
We ain't rich.
We're not rich. So that's what makes Spider-Man so unique, is because he's dealing with real world issues, especially with anyone from the age of literally freshman in high school to in like
And
senior or junior in
college.
college, like when he's at North Empire State.
Hmm.
So that's one thing they're definitely leaning into in this season, which I want to say we got a lot of that in Tom Holland's Spider-Man, especially during Homecoming, and I feel like they started to lean more into that as the movies went on. But in this
Yeah.
series, they're definitely leaning into that, and this is Spider-Man at its core.
Hmm.
Also, how did you feel about that episode where he was trying all them suits on, and then they finally showed
Bro.
him in the future Foundation suit?
Hey, that joke was funny. Hey, when they first showed that first suit that was literally like he said with the cape and look like Thor, I was like, "Ain't no way you about to put this on, bro." And then we went to go see the lady and got stuck, and they just whooped his ass. He was like, "Yeah, I
Yeah,
need a new suit."
yeah,
I really enjoyed it. I think it showed. I also liked how it showed how. I don't know. We don't know yet, obviously, if he's unturned evil, but how Norman is really trying to help Peter. And from what we see so far, it's not like a malicious intent. It's more so like I genuinely want to help you because I have the resources to help you.
yeah.
So I kind of like that their dynamic is like that right now. So I thought it was funny. I thought it was a nice little almost like montage of showing why Spider-Man has his suit the way it is. I like that
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah. Now we do know who Norman is. Right?
Yeah.
We do know his alter ego. When do we think he's going to get that mask and start getting that goblet mask? Because my prediction is I say they hint to it at the end of this season. I think they're just kind of going through the main Spider-Man villains, because the first two, hold on. Let's talk about the first episode. We see fucking Doctor Strange come through
Hey,
a portal fighting
I didn't
some
expect that.
Venom
It
spider.
was
So
a
we know
Venom.
off rip, this spider is not from this universe. This is from
Yeah.
another universe spider that comes in and bites him. We don't know where that is. Maybe they'll address it later on. Will they meet Doctor Strange again or something like that? But Yeah. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but they played the Doctor Strange theme song when he came in, like the MCU Doctor Strange theme song. So I don't know if they were indicating this is meant to be
MCU.
Benedict Cumberbatch's version or just a Doctor Strange in the mythos. But
yeah.
How'd
you feel seeing Venom? That threw me off. I said, "What? Venom?
Do you think he was Venom or just like a symbiote character?"
It was a symbiote on something, but it's gonna be Venom to me.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I do like just the nods. Also, at least for the first 2 episodes, I generally thought or was thinking they were playing Aunt May to be like not really his aunt, but like just a caretaker. Until episodes 3 and on, where they were like, "Oh yeah, that's my aunt," and I was like, "Oh, we're doing another younger Aunt May again." Okay.
You want a senior citizen?
My thing is, I think people are not realizing he's meant to be his great aunt.
Yeah,
not just an aunt, but okay, that's what we doing.
How did you feel about the different cameos of different like villains and other things that we got?
I really enjoyed it, especially the cameo of like Otto Octavius. I was like, oh, every time it's just like, oh shit. Especially like with Green, I'm like, oh, we kind of knew that was coming, but with Doc Ock, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot he was in this. Or even like that not Hydro Man, we ain't seen him yet. That flame villain, I forgot what his name is. Also, that wasn't the Rhino, or is that supposed to meant to be the Rhino that
That's the Rhino.
They broke out? I was thinking that, but then technically the Rhino's like
his name is a little different though, because the Rhinos they have the same last name. I know that, but their first name is different because I can't speak. His name in the show is like Mikhail.
Yeah,
but the Rhino's first name is like Alexei, I think.
Alexei.
Okay, yeah. But they have the same. They both have the same last. Hey, boss, they killed all the guys. Bro. But yeah, they have the same last name but different first name. So, but I'm still I'm still like 90% sure that's gonna be the Rhino.
Yeah. So, say so far I'm really enjoyed it. Again, like this is Spider-Man. It's gonna get viewership. People are gonna put eyeballs on it. Anything with a spider logo on it, people are going to watch, whether it's good, bad, or whatever. Well, again, listen to what I said. With a spider logo, spider character, Spider-Man, not a spider person, spider adjacent villain with no Spider-Man in it. You can't sell that. That Sony has proven that. They have proven that. Any spider variant, that's making money. At least that's getting views now. Whether it's good, bad, whatever. Hey,
it don't matter after that.
It don't matter. People watching it. But moving on. Also, another show that came out today that we will talk about. The new Invincible season. So please stay tuned for our reaction to that. Again, it just came out today, and right now, I just got home. I didn't watch it. So,
me neither.
We need time to review it. What else did we say?
And then staying in the MCU, we had a teaser trailer for a very, very important movie come out. The Fantastic Four. Dana, how did you feel about this trailer? Because I have a lot of thoughts. So how did you feel about the trailer,
I
the teaser,
felt
everything?
like this trailer, this teaser. Now there are some discourse on how it was released. I did not stay on the live. Obviously, I had to go to work. But when I was able to watch it during my break time, and I'm using air quotes because we don't get breaks. But when I did watch it, man, that shit was amazing. Like from the visuals to how like what they showed intentionally, the messaging, the CG from certain characters we will talk about, and the how they looked. That was great. What we saw, man, talk about a teaser. Like I didn't get any story from this teaser, which I think is the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to get the whole plot in, especially a teaser. At least in the trailer, maybe, but not the first teaser. I shouldn't know what the movie's about that early. But
Exactly.
so I'm excited for it. I'm interested to see and I'm interested to see your here this take on this too. Just like they showed a lot of things intentionally, like just how, especially at the beginning, just how this world is painted all pretty and glam, and they just painted like the Beatles. That everyone they're just so famous, and maybe that's not how it seems. Because in the comics, especially when they first got their powers, Ben Grimm was trying to rip Richard's head off. Like he was coming for his neck. He was about to smoke for a good minute. They all had some strife. So maybe there's still that. We just haven't seen that, or they haven't portrayed that in this trailer. Like everyone's all happy. But we do see Fedora had Grimm, walking the streets, seeing himself before he turned into the thing. So obviously there's some silent like loss there, some like hurt, of course. But again, I rambled a lot. What do you think of this trailer for you?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I teared up. I had that one tear. I said, "This boy, Matt. What's the director? Matt Shackman."
I thought it was John Watts.
Is it? I thought it was Matt Shackman. No, it's Matt Shackman.
Okay, maybe it was John Watts and he left the project.
Yeah, because Matt Shackman didn't he do WandaVision?
WandaVision, yep.
Yeah. I was familiar with your game, but I was also unfamiliar. I knew you could use that camera, but goddamn. Them shots was beautiful. The shots were beautiful. The score was, can I say, perfect? Everything looked good to me. I really liked how they emphasized a lot of their powers too. Like Sue's is refracting light and not just a force field. Even though there was some discourse saying, "Why does it look like this?" Because that's how her powers freaking work. You people. Yeah. I like Ben Grimm's design. Can I say that design? Oh, hey man. I did enjoy that they still use like the gravel sounds when he was moving, gravel/rock sounds. But I guess before I keep going, how did you feel about his voice?
Me personally, I thought the voice like ADR was done well. It didn't seem like, I mean, you can still hear. I enjoyed it. I didn't have any problems with him still sounding like normal, but he's a rock. I don't think he was supposed to sound like more gravelly or like Korg. Well, Korg, I'm thinking like, because Korg
is an alien.
He's an alien, but he still sounds like a human. He still
sounds human. So, yeah, because there was some people I know talking, saying, "Oh, he should sound more like deep and gravelly." I'm like, no, he should sound like himself. He just got transformed.
Yeah, and then his insides are still human, like they're still flesh. It ain't like his insides and outside is just rock.
Yeah, so that was just one thing, but I guess back to the trailer. I did not expect to see Galactus. That threw me all the way off. when I saw this the silhouette over the city, I said, "No way." And then when they showed him looking at the Statue of Liberty, I said,
And then the cloud.
I said, I stood up. I was at work. I was at work when I watched this. I stood up out my desk. Boy. But it looks really good. I will say I really like the vibe they're going with. Because Tim said this. Tim said it. Shout out to Tim. My barber, appreciate you. But he said it reminded him of like the Jetsons almost.
Yes,
And when he
like
said that,
that
I
too.
said, "Damn!" It did give that futuristic, but it's there. Granted, we know they're in the '60s, but it still had that little futuristic vibe to it.
Yeah, like
So I thought that was
modern,
interesting.
innovative, everything shiny,
Hmm.
revolutionary.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they also showed a little bit, if you pay attention, how the Fantastic Four they're supposed to. They're like explorers. They're like, even though they're superheroes, being a superhero is like their part time job. Honestly, that they explore, they travel, and all this other stuff. So I kind of liked how they kind of emphasized, even when Reed was talking, he was like, the first time we went up, y'all weren't like this. So in my mind, in this movie, they're probably gonna be going to space damn near a couple times in this movie.
Yeah.
So I kind of liked how they emphasized that stuff. So all in all, I'm done rambling, but
Finally, last thing,
I
how did
really
you feel
enjoyed it.
about their costumes? Because I love them. Thought
I
they looked great,
They look clean. They look fresh.
and they're
I'm glad it.
they're like timeline appropriate. I don't know if I said that right, but like they fit the theme of the
Yeah,
universe of the um, Earth they're in, and if you're gonna have them in a different universe and not in the MCU, at least have it fit. Like have Jay be creative with it, and
yeah.
I can get that from this, and
I'm
I'm
glad
I'm
it
down
wasn't
for it.
no damn spandex. Godly, I'm glad it wasn't no damn spandex or nanite material, boy. I'm so
Yeah, I'm
tired of
also
that damn.
interested to see like what else they reveal in the later trailers and other media because we do know the Silver Surfer, both of them are in this movie,
Hmm.
and apparently the Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom is meant to be in this universe too. Now, I don't think if they do show him, I could see it being like an end credit scene type deal because my early prediction, obviously Galactus coming, this universe is done. Ain't none of y'all surviving except for the Fantastic Four and Doom. Where how do they get
Hmm.
out of here? So we'll see. But
And another thing is, um, I guess some small things. One, I think Johnny was chasing the Silver Surfer when they were showing him flying through the city. I think he
mm,
may have been chasing the Silver Surfer. Almost like a callback to that '05 movie. And then also on the board that Reed was working on, he was working on a formula for the multiverse jump. Because there's a part where he's writing and it shows like a multiverse. I'd have to find the still image, but it's showing like a multiverse damn equation on how to jump between multiverses. So,
okay. Yeah, it makes sense. I think some of the like I'll just call it like extended footage they showed at Comic Con when
mhm.
they or I think it was Comic Con or whatever media they did. They did show him at like a lecture talking about the multiverse, and I think in that they showed Galactus's face.
I seen that clip or that like still image of his like face showing up on some big ass screen.
So
I really just want to see his powers because you see they didn't show his powers in that teaser, so I think it's gonna be live though. I have high hopes for this movie. I have very high hopes.
me too. With that being said, we are gonna go ahead and get into our like it, love it, redacted segment where
Oh,
we list a list of rumors and reported news, and we'll see if the group likes, loves, or redacted. So the first one is Marvel is reportedly Marvel will reportedly introduce Ghost Rider in the Avengers Doomsday movie with a big role. Do we like, love, or redact the idea of a, I guess, lead of the Ghost Rider being introduced in a lead role in this movie?
Which movie they said this was?
Doomsday Avengers.
Doomsday. I'll say like. Actually, no, I'll say love. I don't care, bro. Throw Ghost Rider in there, man. Throw him.
I would just say redact because I'm like, what the fuck is he doing in this movie? What does he have anything to do with what is going on?
I'm glad this is reportedly because I know it's not gonna happen, but
I guess
throw him in.
Next, I'm laughing because I read one that we should have talked with. We should have brought it up with like our Spider-Man conversation, but that's neither here nor there. Reportedly, Ashibi, which is a Black Panther villain, will reportedly be the villain of Black Panther 3, which I think ties into another reported news, pretty much saying that Ryan Coogler is wanting to do like a horror / thriller take on the third Black Panther movie. Do we like, love, or redact this direction?
I'll say like. I don't know too much about Ashibi, I'll be honest. But I mean, if Ryan Coogler comes back and it's horror related or suspense related, I'm down for it. And isn't Denzel in this movie too?
Yeah.
So shoot, he might be playing Ashibi. I'm down.
Yeah, I'll say like, but I'm interested to see how this goes. Next is a live action Bakugan movie is in the works. Brad Payton is set to direct. Am I childish if I say love?
Nah. Because I'm the same way. I want to see what they could do. I just want to see what it would look like.
Yeah, I'm like, that is a interesting concept that I'm very eager to give my money to.
Yeah, shoot. Sonic work, make it all work.
They just need to throw away the live action Link, and we'll be good.
Yeah, they don't need to do that. Well, not with the people they said.
Yeah, a live action Mobile Suit Gundam movie. A live action Gundam movie is in the works. Do we like, love, or redact this? My question is, why hasn't this been done sooner? You could argue.
It has Pacific Rim.
I was about to say that. I was like, Pacific Rim, if you want to call that a Gundam movie. But I guess this is going to be a true one-to-one Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam. I love this. It's about time. I will be watching this.
I'll be paying front row tickets. I might even go see it in 4D.
Yeah, apparently it has officially been announced and it's titled Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Daredevil Born Again showrunner compares the series to The Penguin. He says, quote, "We're even more grounded, even less stylized, even more rooted in the here and now. I love The Penguin. We're a little faster, meaner, cleaner in our storytelling." Redact? Because what are you talking about? I don't know
what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I get what he's trying to say, but I don't think you needed to even say that.
I'm like, redact this. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah. The statement wise, redact the statement. Like, shut up, bro. I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to say like, oh, where because the Penguin was heavy in dialogue. I guess you're trying to say instead of all this dialogue, we're gonna have people dying or fighting. Which, I mean, yeah, we know, but yeah, redact that
Yeah.
statement.
And lastly, so this isn't really a likable redacted, but apparently, Wafi, there is a Marvel MCU show that reportedly did so bad ratings wise, view wise, received so poor reception from the fans that it got a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie canceled.
Inhumans. That's the only thing I could think of. I said Inhumans.
No, it was Secret
What?
Invasion. Secret Invasion was so bad, it got Armor Wars canceled. Reportedly because a lot of fans, there was a lot of wrong with it. Just the pacing. People were not on board with the scroll roadie plot. I kind of wasn't either, to be honest with you. I'm like, this is kind of dumb. And yeah, people did not really mess with Amelia Clark's character, which they essentially tried to make her the most. I feel like every
Super
especially
strong.
up until that point, they tried to make like every person the most powerful person in the Marvel Cinematic Universe each show. Like with WandaVision, it was Wanda or maybe Maria Rambeau. Then the next season after that, it was Wanda again. Then Miss Marvel could be. Now it's this Amelia Clark Scroll character. And I'm like, y'all just need to chill out. And plus, that the CG on that was just very terrible. I don't know if you remember that final fight.
It was awful,
but it was bad, and people were not on board with like the AI because the opening was done with like AI animation. So, yeah, it just didn't have a lot going for it. Which then, because a lot of that
shit
movie was
pissed me
supposed
off,
to tie
bro.
into, or at least the plot details of that show was gonna lead into Armor Wars. Because obviously, you know, Rhodey got freed, but he's been captured since the end of Civil War. That's a long time. So then now he's probably getting up to speed. He's got to get reestablish his name, which I don't. At this point, I don't even know if they're gonna dive into that. They might just hand wave that. It's just like, you know what? He's good now. Like he was able to beat a case. Say, hey, that was just a scroll. We got scrolls in this bitch now. Give me Tony Stark's estate.
That shit, bro. That's so stupid. Because the concept for that show was good. That first, like the first episode, I swear, if I remember correctly, was good. I could be rethinking history, but I swear the first episode or first episode and a half, I was like, oh, this shit good. Then it just plundered downhill. And I was like, what am I watching? And you know what else made me mad? I'm about to go on a rant. You know what else made me bad about that show? Didn't they kill Maria Hill in that show?
Yes.
That was stupid.
Like first 2 episodes.
That was stupid too. She's an important character. Bro, what are we doing?
They killed a lot of people. Well, they killed some important people in that because they killed her and they killed the main like scroll that was helping Nick Fury when he was in retirement.
That show, and the thing about it was that show when they advertised it, it was I'll say this: their trailers. You can't tell me them trailers wasn't good. But then the show came out and we said, "Oh, this is
Talos.
Ain't nothing going on in here." That's crazy. And Armor Wars would have connected with fucking the Ironheart show.
Yeah.
I guess, bro. That's just
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah, but apparently the show was so disappointing. They're like, yeah, we're not. Maybe they can bring it back and re-scrap it. But
Hopefully Rhodey's in Ironheart or something. Hopefully. We'll see. Damn, man. That's crazy. Bro, I'm actually like lost. I'm not gonna say I'm lost for words, but I'm damn near lost for words.
Okay, I'm looking at like a comic book reference, and it's saying, well, there's a rumor, but it's a rumor that Armor Wars is just paused. It's not dead yet.
Okay,
but
I remember
that shit basically paused indefinitely. That shit is not coming back.
Don't say that.
That shit is in the garbage.
Oh,
they said hell no. Especially now, don't let, again, like what we talked about, don't let Captain America Brave New World make a good $700 million on a $200 million budget. They're like, we just gonna ride with this nigga. Literally. Why we need to ride with Don Cheadle when we got a black Captain America?
I don't know if you saw. It was a report today, reportedly, as we always say, reportedly, that they already have planned to have Sam lead the Avengers in both next movies.
I mean, duh. I'm just like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, like I saw it. I was like, what else? Who else were you gonna have?
Who else would do it? Spider-Man?
He the only one that's here.
Exactly. And he's the only one capable. Who else are you gonna have? Miss Marvel? Hawkeye? No.
I don't know. That's interesting. Before we move on, though, I do have like one or two. They not really like a little redaction. It's more so just statements. Well, one of them is so. This one, Marvel Studios is reportedly considering Javier Bardem, for the role of Mr. Sinister in the MCU.
I'm not completely against that. I don't have like my full committed, I guess, fan casting for Mr. Sinister. Like, because a lot of people were the biggest fan casting I've seen has been old boy from Mad Men. And as I say that, I'm looking up the show so I don't just say old boy, like people know who I'm talking about. Don Draper.
Don Draper.
So I'm like, I don't really know who that is. Like, obviously I know who that is, but I'm like, I don't really get Mr. Sinister from him. So that's why I'm not really on board with that. But I guess if you held me at gunpoint and I had to pick a fan casting, it wouldn't be, no, his name was Don Draper in the show. The guy's real name is John Hamm.
Yeah, I was gonna correct you, but I'll just let you rock.
John Hamm.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had to pick like a Mr. Sinister, Jonathan Major. No, I'm playing.
Honestly. Oh man, but yeah, I had another one, but I want to say that as a topic for next time.
Right. Well, today we have again our bag segment. Please drop the music. Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag. Yeah, bag, bitch. I just made a bag. Yeah, bag, bitch. I just made a bag. Yeah, bag of big bag. Give the audience your top 3 black anime Marvel DC characters. Not gonna be any pool. Just
Okay.
black characters in media. Cartoon
Top
media.
3 black characters in cartoon media. Ooh, 1 Static Shock. 2 John Stewart Green Lantern. 3 thinking of some anime. You know what? 3 Granddad Boondocks.
So for me, let's say this is not in any particular order. Actually, you know what? This is my order, and I'm sticking to it. Number 1, see, I'm gonna start down and go up. Number 3, let's say Static Shock. I would agree with that. Honorable mention: Riley and Huey Freeman. Number 2, I don't see how you cannot pick anyone that is not named Jonathan Stewart, Green Lantern. And number 1, I think I'm disappointed in you. How you could not have said our Namekian brother.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Piccolo.
Hey,
Your inshallah brother.
Inshallah, brother. Oh man. Alhamdulillah, man.
So those are my 3. I would say just some other ones. A lot of people think characters people don't know. Really, pretty much a lot of the Milestone Media comic book characters like Icon and Rocket, like an actual black Superman that's not just a Superman variant, like a Calvin Ellis or a Valzad.
Yeah,
and also Hardware, who is also in that Milestone Media universe. He's more than just a cross between a black Iron Man / Batman character. Also, Static Shock was also tied into that Milestone Media universe.
Yeah. I'll say another honorable mention I got is Blade, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
You forgot about that.
Afro Samurai.
That's a good one. Those are some classics.
Why did my mind go blank, bro? If you got more, say them real quick while I try to remember this thinking name.
I'm gonna just say the character from Soul Eater with the glasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Killick.
Yeah.
Rung. Also the other black. I think his name was like
Ogun.
Ogun.
That's from Fire Force.
Ogun. Force. Usopp,
yeah. Storm.
How could we forget Storm?
Number 5.
I think that's top 3. I think Storm
might be 1.
Storm is arguably 1.
I'm gonna redo my list right now. I'm doing Storm. Jonathan Stewart, Static Shock.
Because my thing is, who's the bigger black character, Storm or John Stewart?
Storm for sure. To me personally, I'd say Storm. I think Storm has had more impact. Oh, Black Dynamite.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our list. Miles Morales. Can't forget him.
Not Shamik Moore.
Yeah, all the ones that are not Shamik Moore cast. But finally, we are going to get into our redacted rule. Our rule to live by for the show, for the podcast. Feek, I don't know if you had yours ready, but if you didn't, I can just do mine. My redacted rule is just remember to take it one day at a time, and it's gonna be all right. Like Kendrick said, we gonna be all right. You know, work might be stressing you, but just don't take that shit home, and we gonna be all right.
My redacted rule is eat, bro. Unless you're fasting, eat. Stop skipping meals. Stop micromanaging your meals. Eat, bro. Just eat something. You need energy. You need to eat to have energy. Stop relying on all these damn energy drinks to energize you. Eat something.
Yep. With that being said, it's been another great episode of the Redacted Show. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us for episode 94. Road to 100.
Super fantastic.
Road to 100 episodes, 100 subscribers, 100 views, 100 likes. Consistent. Road to 100. Road to Redacted.
Yes, sir.
But with that being said, it's been your boy Dana Dane.
Your boy Wafik.
And we out.
Peace.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4 or 5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm stepping with a fan, keeping all of the hoes on mute. Pull a little perk, could be yellow with a brew. 48 vert, quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cube. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice, it'll drop like ink. Chain came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mink. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic hoe making Alfredo. I put a bag on a hoe on my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The salmon was breaded with panko. Drunk in my soup, I believe it was Mako. Got my Soviet clutching the Draco.